slave flip-flop introduction. So in master slave flip-flop can be constructed by using two JK flip-flops as shown in figure. So I'll show the figure, don't worry. So master slave flip-flop can be constructed using two JK flip-flops. Actually, we can design one master and a slave. Master is one JK flip-flop and slave is one JK flip-flop. So both are connected and finally you will get JK master slave JK flip-flop. So the first flip-flop is called master and it derives by the positive clock, and the second flip-flop is called as a slave. It derives by negative clock. See, this is the block diagram. Actually, if you see the block diagram of say graphical diagram, I'll explain right now. After then I'll move to block diagram. Okay, so in graphical diagram, so if you see the clock pulse, this is the clock pulse. You are given high, low, high, low, like clock pulse. You are given this is the clock pulse, CLK clock pulse. So the graphical representation of master slave flip flop is look like. So this is nothing but one flip flop, okay, and this is another flip flop, okay, and see this is a J terminal and this is called K, okay, and in between one clock pulse is there, CLK clock pulse, okay, and this is the output Q and this is the Q bar output, okay, complementary port and normal port. So this complementary port is once again connected to another flip flop, JK flip flop. See, this is the J terminal, okay, and see this is directly connected to K terminal. So the output of the first JK flip flop output is connected to input of the second JK flip flop. So this is the clock pulse, CLK clock pulse, okay, and the final output is represented by this is a Q and Qn bar, okay. This is called, actually this device is named as master and this device is named as slave, okay. And see the clock pulse, whatever the clock pulse you are consider, that clock pulse is right now we are consider this is a clock pulse, okay, and this clock pulse is see, this is the not gate represent, bubble represents for not gate, okay. So this is the complementary clock given to the second slave. So this is the actual clock, okay, and this is a J terminal and this is a K terminal and this is the direct clock, and the virtual clock means the inverting clock is given to slaver. So this is the graphical representation of this is called graphical symbol of master slave JK flip flop, understand. So this is called master and slave, and the master is designed for JK flip flop only and slaver is also define a JK flip flop only. It is also manufactured JK flip flop. So that's why I write in the sentence, you can understand right now. So the master slave flip flop can be constructed by using two JK flip flops. So this is one JK flip flop. As usual, this is one JK flip flop. See, the first JK flip flop acts as a master and second JK flip flop is acts as a slaver. So the first JK flip flop clock pulse is direct clock pulse and the second clock pulse is given inverting clock pulse given to the slaver. So this bubble represents it's a NOT gate, okay, not, so not represent. So here if you given high clock means what will be happen, so this is indicates for low clock. Why? Because it is an inverting connection. So if you give high clock here, then the slaver was taken lower clock. So the master takes high clock and slaver will takes low clock, okay. So this is the graphical representation of the master slave JK flip flop, okay. And see, I'll write some important key points about all these things. During positive clock, the master flip flop gives indeterminate output, understand. See, I'll write here. I'll write here. See, in yesterday class I'll discuss about all these things. Right now I'll discuss about from here onwards. See, that is nothing but clock pulse. Graphical symbol I'll explain today only. Okay. See, you will move to some important key points I'll write here. See, these key points are very important. So during positive clock, during positive clock, during positive clock, master flip-flop, during positive clock pulse, positive clock is given to this master flip-flop. Then master flip-flop gives intermediate. So intermediate output, but the slave does not represents, but the slave does not represents, not represent, it does not respond. Okay, it does not respond. Okay, during negative clock, slave flip-flop active, and it coupled the previous output, and it coupled the previous output of master flip-flop and produces final output. Understand what I am writing? See, actually if you given positive clock pulse to this master, then master gives an intermediate output, because the output of that master JK flip-flop only, the positive clock pulse is given to the master, means master JK flip-flop is activated and the inverting clock was going to connect slave, so therefore slave is not activated, so it is deactivated. So at the time the master JK flip-flop gives the output Q and Q bar. So this is complementary and general port output. This output is intermediate output at the time C, but the slave does not respond. So at the time slave was not respond. Why it is not respond means we are given high clock pulse to this master, and this high clock pulse is forward to the slave, but the slave is connected to inverting terminal. So that's why if you are given 1 to this master clock pulse, then slave will take 0. So that is the reason it was not respond. So at this time if you given negative clock pulse to this master, so what will be happen? The master is deactivated right now, but deactivated means see, already it gives the first clock pulse, it gives some output. Okay, so after then immediately we change the clock to the master, then master will be deactivated and the slave will takes one high value, so therefore slave is activated. Okay, and then immediately it coupled the previous output of the master, because I already in positive given to the first case in previous master, that at the time we will get some output, that output right now stored in memory, and whenever the slave is activated, then slave was taken that memory output, so that is nothing but coupled to the previous output of the master flip-flop and produces the final output. So that is the theory. Okay, so simply you can understand, if master is given to high means at the time slave is just, it is a calm going, it is does not responding, but master was master flip-flop gives some output, that output is stored in memory device. Okay, Now whenever you change the clock pulse, then master is activated 0 clock and a slave is at one high clock. So therefore slave is activated, master is still is not responding, but master already given output, that is called previous output, that is stored into memory. So therefore the slave is directly coupled with the memory output. Okay, and finally they are produces final output. So this is about a theory. Okay, so right now I write the key points. Remind two key points are there. So if you you can, and after then I'll gives the wave pattern, you can understand finally what is the master slave flip flop behavior. So this is about master slave. See this is the block diagram of master slave flip flop. So this is nothing but master, and this is called slave latch, and this is called master latch and slave latch, and these two latches are connected by two NAND gates. After that it will behave like a flip flops. Understand? See the in previous case, in JK flip flop only we are using only one set only, that is called master set. It is that doesn't have slave set. But in that what will we are consider the input of, for suppose see this is a 1 2 3 4. Okay, so four NAND gates are using. In the first NAND gate output is, so one of the input of the first NAND gate is uh, connected to fourth NAND gate output. Okay, in previous JK flip flop, but right now I take the feedback outputs by slave mode. Okay, so here a slave network is there. That slave network is connected to master network, and see the feedback of the first NAND gate is simply take the output of the slaver and a complementary port of the slaver, and similarly the input of the first master, in any one of the input of the master of third NAND gate is simply connected normal port of the slave latch. Okay, understand? So this is the only difference between JK flip flop and master flip flop. In JK flip flop we are connecting, we are given a feedback, or otherwise normal port and complementary port is connected any one of the NAND gates in that JK flip flop only. But in master slave flip flop we are taking the feedback in slaver mode. Okay, so that is the only difference. So if you understand properly, see actually this is about diagram. Okay, so right now I'll write the two important points to understand this master slave flip flop. See, and moreover I discuss about, this is a master and this is a slaver. See, the master, we are given a clock pulse to this master, and this clock is directly connected to slaver also, but it is an inverting mode. That is nothing but a NOT gate is connected to that clock pulse. Okay, so this is the JK terminal and J is a K's terminal. Okay, and see now the third input of these two NAND gates are connected through a clock, and this clock is forward to slaver mode also. Okay, and one of the JK NAND gate input is connected to slaver complementary mode, and similarly one of the K NAND gate feed back to complement normal port of the slave latch. So this is only the difference between JK flip flop and master slave flip flop. Okay, so this is a master flip flop and this is a that is a JK flip flop. In JK flip flop we are connecting in between only, we are taking the feedback, but here we are taking the feedback in slaver mode. Okay, so finally right now I designed this master slave flip flop. See, the designing of this master slave flip flop is eliminating the race around condition in JK flip flop. Okay, so if J, see I'll write here in JK flip flop, JK flip flop, in JK flip flop what we are observed in JK flip flop, if J is equal to K is equal to 1, then the Qn plus 1, this is nothing but present state, this present state shows that qn bar. So this is nothing but toggling condition. So this is called toggle or race around condition. So this condition was not, there is an uncertainty to find out the output of this toggling condition. So that is the reason, and that is the drawback of the JK flip-flop. So we want to eliminate the drawback, we design this master slave flip-flop. So right now this master slave flip-flop explain the race around conditions very good, and they solve the race around condition, and finally they give you a perfect output. Okay, so before going to draw that wave pattern, I'll explain 2 points. If j is equal to k is equal to 1, if you give a clock pulse, see almost okay, so clock is always high. So first of all I give a positive clock here, okay, in master. So this is the master and this is the slave. Okay, so right now if j is equal to k is equal to 1, I'll give in. So both conditions are high. If clock is high, then take this is nothing but right now don't confuse, they don't get confusion. So please take simply this is the q, and see this is the actually this is the one output, understand. See, this is the one of the output of master, and this is one of the output of slave. Okay, so this is called q, and simply take this is a qm. Okay, and this is a q only. Okay, this is a qm and this is a qm bar. Why? Because the output was not mentioned here in the diagram, so that's why I mentioned the output of the master, and this is the output of slave. See here, qm and qm bar is the output of master. Okay, and simply q and qm, sorry, and q and q bar is the output of slave, understand. So please remember these 2 points, right? So if both j and k is equal to 1, okay, so therefore see, first I have given the positive clock on the master, then master is activated, so therefore the output qm is activated, active. Okay, and the memory, so this now it was activated means the slave was not responding, so that simply the whatever the output we delivered in the master circuit, that master circuit q will be in memory condition. Right now it was in memory. Okay, and the second case, j is equal to k is equal to 1, simply why? Because it is not activated. Why? Because here I am given positive supply, positive clock, then master is activated. Now this positive clock is forward in this direction, and through this NOT gate it will inverting, then high will be inverting to low. Now the low clock pulse is given to here. Now this low clock pulse, due to this no clock pulse, this slave was not activated. Okay, so this is deactivated. So whatever the memory you will get in master, so that memory, whatever the output you got in master circuit, that output is right now stored into memory. So therefore that direct output was going to slave, and this is slave is right now acts as a memory. Okay, now if you take j k is equal to 1, and right now we are given clock is 0. Clock is 0 means low clock here apply. Then low clock, due to this low clock, the master was deactivated. Right now the low value of the clock is moving this direction, and it is inverting through this NOT gate, and it will convert it into high case. So due to the high clock pulse given to the slave, now the slave will be activated. So therefore right now in this direction qm, whatever the output, that output right now stored in memory, we consider as its memory, and q is right now activated. Okay, understand. So if you give the positive clock pulse, master is activated, slave is deactivated. So whatever the qm is activated, so simply q is considered as a memory. Okay, similarly if jk is equal to 1, if clock is low, for low clock master is deactivated, and it will convert it to high clock to the slave, and high clock is connected to the slave, then slave is activated. Now slave output is activated, then the qm behaves like a memory. Okay, So if you see the block diagram, the graphical representation of this master slave, you can understand what I am saying there. See, this is the master slave flip flop. This is the master slave flip flop, wave pattern, wave pattern. Okay, see here clock, this is a clock. Actually, I'll write here, this is a clock pulse, okay. So this high is represent, this is a high clock pulse. See, this is a high clock pulse, and this is the low clock pulse. This is called high clock pulse, and this is a low clock pulse. Okay, so this is the high clock pulse, high, and this is the low clock pulse. Understand? So whenever the low clock pulse is level, low level, and high clock pulse. So if you given continuous clock pulse, okay, then QM is nothing but this is the master output, So master output means, if see in this diagram, you will see in this diagram, if clock is high means the master is activated. Now one complete clock pulse, see here starts with, this is the high case, okay, and come to this, and again it comes to high. Okay, so now the clock is high at this point to this point. Understand? Clock is high at this point to this point. This is nothing but one complete clock pulse. After then, see in this diagram, so this is represents high clock. Okay, so it starts from high, and this high clock pulse, once a complete clock pulse is given to the master output. So first of all, actually, see, this is the clock pulse. Okay, right now this is the positive clock and this is the negative clock. So first of all, I given positive to the master clock. Okay, so this is the master. Now it is a slave. Okay, so that means, see in previous diagram, I am given positive clock here. Positive clock means then only master will be activated, and means now the first high output is given to this clock. Okay, and the low output is given to slave. So one complete cycle, this is called one complete cycle. So this one complete cycle is given to this master, this JK flip flop, master slave JK flip flop. Then see, that means clock is high. Okay, so when clock is high and this is a given slave, low is given slave, because this complete clock I will given, then positive was taken master and negative is taken slave. Okay, so therefore QM is activated and this is deactivated. So simply, therefore, you can write this, see this portion, whatever this portion, so I represent in yellow color. See, so this is nothing but yellow color represents. So this is a cycle. At the time this QM is nothing but master output, that master output is activated, so that is represented high. So here J is equal to 1, K is equal to 1, and clock is 1. See, 1 means high. Okay, when clock is 1, then QM is activated. Activated means it is a high representation. So this is represented till to clock pulse is next clock pulse. Now, so come to this clock pulse is right now completed first clock pulse. This is called high clock pulse, and right now this is the low clock pulse. Okay, in low clock pulse, what will be happen? The slaver master is deactivated and slaver is activated. So therefore, it shows deactivated condition up to this clock. So this is the deactivated, this is the activated condition. Now if clock is 0, then QM is deactivated. Okay, so it shows low value, so therefore low. Again, once clock is equal to 1, then QM is activated. Okay, so this is high representation. So every time one complete clock pulse is given to that master, then it represents first is high, low, high, low. Why? Because it shows high, low, because in normal JK flip flop, this is a deactivated case. In normal JK flip-flop, at both inputs are high, it shows undeterminate, it shows toggling condition. So therefore toggling means, see, this is the toggling actually. This is the toggling. So it continuously take high, low, high, low, high, low output only. So this is the master output. Come to slave. So this is called, QS is nothing but slave output. Okay. So slave output, if you see the slave output, see first you are given QM is activated at the time slaver is completely low level only. Okay. So when, see, the low level is activated, whenever the low value is given to the slaver, so low is starts from here, then the output of the slaver becomes high. Okay, after then it comes next lower level. Okay, here it starts from here onwards. Okay, and up to this lower level indicates, because high to low complete one cycle. Right now see, from this onwards, see, from this onwards the circuit will be high, but starting that clock is from down to high. See, this is the clock is low and high. So the slaver output, slaver is activated. Okay, when from given the clock pulse changes from low to high, then slave is activated. So that's the reason the clock is initial at lower position, but when the clock pulse is reaches to negative, then it will, and the clock pulse is changes from low to high, then the slaver output will turns at high condition. Okay, after then complete one cycle, again it comes to lower, means this is activated and deactivated, said activated, deactivated. So this is about the master slave flip flop. Okay, wave pattern, understand everybody? So this is nothing but master's output and this is nothing but slaver output. When master output and slaver output both are activated, deactivated, for that purpose, if deactivation is based on the clock pulse. So whenever the positive clock is given to that master, then master is activated. So that's why if you are given positive clock pulse, so the master is immediately activated. After one complete cycle it is deactivated, after one complete cycle it is activated, like that. But at the time of slave was starts from, first it starts from negative, after then it become positive. So that's why it was takes some little bit time to in lower state, and finally they are come to high state. So finally the slaver output was given a perfect output of JK flip flop. Okay, JK flip flop, and it behaves like SR flip flop also. Clocked SR flip flop, how the clocked SR flip flop output pattern is both high condition, how output will become. Similarly the JK master slave flip flop output pattern of the slave is also similarly like clocked SR flip flop. Understand? So this is about master slave flip flop. Okay, so next topic is D flip flop. Okay, so this is about D flip flop. Okay, so right, next concept, D flip flop. D stands for, in D flip flop, D stands for delay. In D flip flop, D stands for delay. Understand? Delay means the output is holding some time. Okay, the output of the clock pulse. Okay, otherwise the output of the flip flop is delay sometime. Okay, delay means it hold sometime. So that is the reason it is called delay flip flop. And see, actually it delay flip flop, simply we can say that the D flip flop is a modification of closed SR flip flop only. Okay, so I'll write the key points here. Understanding, the D flip flop is modification of the D flip flop is modification of the clocked SR, modification of the clocked SR flip-flop. Okay, so clocked SR flip-flop. So the graphical representation is represented by, see here, right, graphical symbol simply. So this is the D flip-flop, okay, and this is a simply the terminal D, and we are given some clock pulse CLK, okay, and this is the, okay, this is the QN, and this is a QN bar, okay. So this is about D flip-flop. This is a graphical symbol of D flip-flop, okay. See here, this is the block diagram of D flip-flop. So in white color, it is represent block diagram. See, it is a simply SR flip-flop only, SR clocked flip-flop only. This is a clock, okay. Enable means it's a clock. See, the here also 4 NAND gates are using. This is called SR latching by NAND gate latch. So this is called, I'll write in red color. So this is called SR NAND latch, okay. And see, these are 1, 2, 3, 4 NAND gates. So the 4 NAND gates are representing latching condition, and this latch is connected by 2 NAND gates by clock pulse. I am applying to this latch. So the S and R right now, see, the S terminal, whatever the S terminal is taken, that is a set terminal. Now the reset will be taken through a NOT gate. So this is a NOT gate by using NAND notation. So this is a NOT gate only. NOT gate I consider, but in the notation of NAND gate, okay. So for that purpose, I take the 2 inputs of this NAND gate, and it will convert it a single output, a single input. Now that single input is connected to set terminal, and this NOT gate is right now connected to reset terminal. So it behaves like a D. So obviously the clocked SR flip-flop is converted into a D flip-flop, okay, by simply connecting the reset terminal through a set terminal and reset terminal through a NOT gate, okay. So that is right now, what is the purpose of manufacturing of D flip-flop means, the D flip-flops, see here, the reset terminal is right now connected to set terminals, means what will be happen, the output performance will be delay sometimes, means it hold sometimes. So no need to get step by step, one by one, and completely procedure in the way of procedure. So we want to hold the output of some time, so after then you will get it output, okay. So that is nothing but D represents here for delay. Delay means it is a late, okay. You want to produce a late output. For that purpose, the SR flip-flop is simple modifications done in SR flip-flop, then it behaves like a D flip-flop, understand. So simply, so I'll write here the truth table. It's a very easy, because it is a very easy to understand. So D flip-flop is very easy. Why? Because see here Q and QN, I'll write it as a QN and QN bar. So what is that? This is nothing but present outputs. So present state is represents past output, understand. And see, I want to take another output, so that is called present output. QN plus 1 is the present output and QN plus 1 bar is the complementary port of the present output. So these two are nothing but present outputs. These are the present output, and this is the normal port, and this is the complementary port of the D flip-flop, understand. See, So right now I'll move to block diagram. So simply take the block diagram, sorry, truth table, not block diagram. Block diagram already, this is a block diagram, this is a graphical representation. Truth table, truth table. See, in truth table only we have a D terminal only. Why? Because SR both are connected by a single terminal right now. So this is a D terminal, is a single terminal. This D terminal is connected both set and reset pins. See, if D is 1 given, then S is directly taken 1 and S is taken R also. This D value, for suppose if D value is 1, it may be going to 1. This 1 was taken both S and R, but R is converted with a NOT gate, so this is an inverting gate. So therefore, if you take D is equal to 1 means S will takes 1 and R will take 0. Understand? So a single terminal right now I used to give the input of the two set and reset pins. So D and D is the present input right now, and QN is the past output. QN is the past output, so this is the past output, and Qn plus 1 is the next output. This is called present output. Okay, so this is writing next in next output, next state or next output, whatever it may be. So and here I given clock also, because the clock pulse is enable pulse. So if you consider clock is always at high position, no need to take lower value, you will give clock is always represented high. Okay, and simply take the values 0 1 is not is enough, because this is only one terminal, and if you given 0 then take S value takes 1 and simply D R value takes 0. If you give D value 0 then simply S takes 0 and R takes 1. If you given D value is 1 then S will takes 1, R will takes 0. Okay, and we don't know the present past outputs because this is the present state, that is called past output. The output Qn was not we are don't know the output of the past output. Why? Because we want present output, okay, with the reference of this past output and the present input. Okay, so the present input and past input will decide what is the next output. So we want to find out the next output, that is called present output. That present output will decide the past output as well as present input. So therefore, so D value takes from 0 and R is equal to, first take so in both the condition, if D is equal to 0 or 1, whatever it may be, in both the condition we don't know the exact value of Qn. Understand? So that means Qn, we don't know that state. Actually we don't know that state right now. Okay, why? Because that state is already, that state belongs to combinational circuit state. Okay, that output is belongs to combinational circuit, but here we are designing sequential circuit, means the combinational circuit output is stored in memory. So that's why it is called past output. That past output already stored in memory, we don't know that past output. So simply therefore you will consider that the past output, we don't know that our past output means we use the don't care condition. So simply don't care condition is put in that equation. So simply you will write x because don't care condition is nothing but x. So simply you put don't care condition. So right now I apply 0. So right now I apply 0 for here. In a D flip flop so the terminal D, whatever the terminal we consider here, that terminal was given right now 0. So then 0 will be directly forward to S set pin, and set is right now 0, and see this D is given right now 0, so that means it is connected through a NOT gate. So therefore this NOT gate right now represented 1. So reset pin is right now 1. Okay, see here S is equal to 0, R is equal to 0, and clock is always considered to be high. Okay, then 0 1 NAND gate. So this is an AND gate, AND gate and NOT gate combination. This is so 0 into 1 is 0 and 0 bar is nothing but 1. 0 into 1 is 0 and 0 bar is nothing but 1. So this is 1 and 1 1 is nothing but 1. 1 bar is equal to 0. You will get 0 here. So simply take the present output Qn bar, because this is the complementary output Qn bar, and this is the normal output Qn. Okay, so this is nothing but Qn. So right now I want Qn present state, so simply for that operation I'll do this here. Qn plus 1 is equal to, see, Qn plus 1 I want, so that's why this is 1 output 1, and this output is connected to latch input. So 1 into Qn bar, so 1 into Qn bar whole bar, so this Qn bar, okay, because complementary port. So this is nothing but 1 into Qn bar is nothing but Qn bar only. Okay, so 1 into Qn bar is nothing but, because 1 into A, simply you take 1 into A is nothing but, what is the value of 1 into A? So in previous class I'll explain RS flip-flop. In RS flip-flop I explain all these things. See, once again I'll move to that case in RS flip-flop. Now this RS flip-flop, see, in this case I explained here. See, 1 into Qn bar is nothing but Qn bar. That means 1 into A. So 1 into A is nothing but A only. Okay. So 1 plus A is nothing but 1 plus A. So in this condition, see, I explained this concept in latches also, in land. See, this is a 1 plus 1. So that's called 1 plus A. I'll write where in this equation. So see, go. This is the theory, Boolean expression. So 0 plus A is always A. 1 plus A is nothing but 1, and 0 into A is nothing but 0. 1 into A is nothing but A. Using this Boolean expressions, you can write these equations. So using this equation, 1 into Qn is nothing but Qn only. Okay, 1 into Qn is nothing but Qn bar whole bar. So this is called Qn. You will get the past output is a similarly present output is a similarly as a past output. It is a similar as a past output. Understand what I'm saying? That understand? Okay. Then you will get Qn value. Simply it is a Qn value. What about right now? Check the Qn bar. Okay. So Qn plus 1 complementary bar. So that is nothing but 0 into Qn whole bar. 0 into Qn is nothing but 0 bar only. So that is called 1. So you will get complementary port is 1. With the reference of complementary port, you can write this equation is equal to 0. Why? Because if the complementary is 1 is nothing but normal port will definitely it will becomes a 0. So therefore, if D is equal to take 0, then your Qn plus 1 value is 0. So this is nothing but set condition, reset condition, understand? Okay, simply reset condition. So this is the case 1. Okay, and come to case 2. In case 2, you will take this value. Okay, so I use the red color. You will take the value 1 here. So this 1 is right now transferred to S, and 0 is transferred to R. So 1 into 1 right now, this is 0. 1 into 1 is nothing but 1. 1 bar is nothing but 0. You will get output is 0, and 1 into 1 is 1 into 0 is nothing but 0. 0 complement you will get 1 is the output here. So right now see 1 into Qn bar. So 1 into Qn bar whole bar, right now the output of Qn plus 1. Okay. So this is nothing but 1 into Qn bar only. Why? Because you will get 0. Sorry, 0, 0. So 0 into Qn bar whole bar. So this is nothing but 0 bar, and this is simply 1. You will get 1 directly. No need to check the complementary port. Why? Because you will get already 1 value from normal port. If you get anything value, if you get anything value in normal port, no need to check the complementary port. Understand? So if you are not getting anything in the normal port, then only in that condition you will check the complementary port. So with the reference of complementary port, you can consider normal port value. So no need to write, check the right now here. So this is nothing but 1. So therefore this is a set condition. So simply we will get only set and reset conditions by using D flip-flop. That is the advantage of RS flip-flop and D flip-flop. In RS D flip-flop, you will to check 4 conditions. Okay, but in the D flip flop you can check only 2 conditions is enough. So that is the easiest way to doing SR flip flop in conversion of D flip flop. So this is the very important concept, understand? So this is a very small question, you can understand, I hope, because SR flip flop, this is SR flip flop only, but for elimination of 2 states 0 0 and 1 1 state, I simply eliminated and I will take only 0 1 state. For that purpose I consider a simple logic is applying to the circuit, then this SR circuit will be converted into flip flop. Okay, understand? So this is about theory. And Monday class, I think I hope you completed the syllabus at Monday or Tuesday. You will take 2 days time to complete. I completed this lesson because there is one more flip flop is there, that is called T flip flop, toggle flip flop. After then conversion of JK flip flop, so we can convert any flip flop, one flip flop into another flip flop. So that is nothing but JK flip flop is converted into SR flip flop, and SR flip flop also you will convert it into D flip flop, and conversion of flip flops, that is one topic is there. So after then the syllabus will be over. So until then, take care. Okay, we will meet at Monday. Don't think syllabus is completed. So little bit is there. So Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Wednesday I'll complete the I'll complete this class. Okay, so syllabus. So until then, you please keep studying and see present the classes. It's very important, because if you are not present the class, you can't understand what I'm saying that. Okay, so thank you.